Hello everyone and welcome to another timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Reanimator deck with a little bit of a twist. We're going to be playing Emperor of Bones, which was a new card that was introduced with Modern Horizons 3, but this is actually going to be my first time taking a look at this card today. So far in Timeless format, I actually haven't seen anybody play with Emperor Bones yet, but this card is actually low-key amazing. Not only is this card a main deck graveyard hate, but it is also a really nice Reanimator as well, in getting something like a Truxa or Ulamog out onto the battlefield. And the card that you reanimate with the Emperor Bones is going to be sacrificed at the end of the turn, and is also going to get exiled due to the finality counter. But if you pair it up with things like a Truxa, it has the enter the battle effect, and it's going to trigger the ETB, netting you a bunch of cards in your hand. And not to mention, this also has lifelink, so you're going to be hitting them 7 in the air instantly the moment you go to combat. But just make sure you have a full control on if you play the Emperor Bones on that turn. When you play the Emperor Bones, you go to full control by clicking Shift Enter, and then once you exile the Aatroxa, you adapt with the Emperor Bones, letting you attack with the Aatroxa immediately that turn. Otherwise, you could also get Ulamog the Defiler onto the battlefield as well. What's really cool about the Emperor Bones plus the Ulamog interaction is if you Emperor Bones the Ulamog itself is going to see that in the exile there is a Temna card sitting in there, and the Ulamog is going to come out with 10 counters on itself, and you can attack with this card immediately, making opponents sacrifice 10 permanents. But besides that, since we are playing a bunch of evoke cards as well, with things like Grief and Solitude, even if you reanimate the Ulamog onto the battlefield, as long as you exile something like an Aatroxa with Grief or Solitude, when you reanimate the Ulamog is going to see that there is Aatroxa in the exile, and it's going to get a +7 counter when it comes onto the battlefield. So we got a little bit of a synergy there with Ulamog and Pitch Elementals. So I'm pretty excited to see how the Emperor Bones does in this kind of shell. So with that said, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how that does. So let's hop over. Going first. We're up against the Miss Min. Okay, opponent mulligan twice. Could be a combo deck. Let's see what they're playing. Take a look. Necropons and Dark Ritual. Okay. So they're gonna take away my Psychic Frog here. And then we're gonna top deck Reanimate. It's just that simple. It would have been simple. Wow. That is a lot of lands. March. Interesting. Another land. Okay, 15 cards. We have seen exactly 9 lands. Feels bad. Another land on top. Great draw. into another great draw. And they have a Dark Ritual. And we're dead next turn. Oh, man. So close. Like, we just drew way too many lands. Right? We just drew way too many lands, man. Is there any way we can actually, get through this? Do we have any frogs? We do have a frog. Did we play a land? Yeah, we just don't have enough mana. Even if we get the enchantment hate, like the artifact hate. Yeah, that was really unlucky. I mean, Lavinia should be decent. Honestly, like, my deck isn't very good against Charbelcher deck, huh? We don't even have we don't have much hate versus them. Well, that kind of sucks. Try something like this. Maintenance. Maintenance. I think opponents probably... Oh, I thought they were gonna try to mulligan into Leyline of Sanctity. So we shouldn't be mulliganing into Grief, but... Yeah, my opponent actually decided to keep a hand like that. Like, they're gonna draw a bunch of cards and I can reanimate or Lavinia. I feel like this is a bit risky. They should probably take into account that I could be reanimating here. But I think that's my only choice, right? So Ephemerate wouldn't work because it would go to opponent's side. I mean, we're probably dead. So they can go Ritual, which would be 5 mana, and they can... 5 mana isn't enough to kill me, though. I feel like it's March. Maybe I should have gone Lavinia. Nah, if I went Lavinia, they would have just... You know, they would have just killed me with the March. Actually, does that work? Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with mana bleed greater than number of lands that player controls. Like, does that work with March? I wonder. I wonder. I think it actually might work on March. Oh, come on. No! I might actually keep this. I'm gonna keep a 0 land hand. If I can just draw land, we're good. Come on, draw me a land. I think we have 2 turns, right? We have 2 turns for a solid grief play. If I can get a land, we're in a really good spot. No. We just need 1 land. Can we do it? So they can play out this card. And I should pass. Come on, land. Land. I need it. We flooded so hard game 1. Can I just get 1 land? Can I just get 1 land here? I think I have to actually take Agadim to delay them. It's completely opposite compared to game 1. If I can just one reanimate and we win the game, potentially. Right? 1 reanimate here might win the game. Oh my god. We should do our own grief, right? In case we draw an ephemerate. Okay, so they got enough lands. So they lose if I take Solitude, right? They can't play out anything. Beseech doesn't work. Shaman, Charbelcher doesn't work. Sacrifice doesn't work. Necropones doesn't work. Yeah, so has to be Solitude. Alright, opponent has a 1 card they can draw. Wow! 0 land, keep win. Okay, playing against Dolores. Let's try to keep this one. It's not the most amazing hand, but I think it can work. Stalactite Stalker? Double Stalactite Stalker. Huh. Okay. I like their deck already. It looks like a fun deck. Okay. I think I just want white. Trying to take as little damage as possible. This might just get bolted though. We'll see. We're still conniving. No? This could be kind of crazy if they can't kill this. Oh. Hold up. Are you kidding me? Eidolon. So if I take away the push, I can't draw with the Psychic Frog. I think I just take away Orcish Bowmaster. Funny thing is, this Witch Enchanter can get rid of an enchantment. Happens so that Eidolon is an enchantment. I might just take the damage. Then I just take the 2. And then I attack. I think we won. Yeah, I think we won. If they Fatal Push here, they die. I mean, they're not gonna die, but they're gonna die to Emperor Bones, basically. Aatroxa. Make sure you guys remember to hold full control with the Emperor Bones going to combat. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do this. Okay, I mean, Emperor Bones seems really good against their deck. Temporary Lockdown has to be insane. This is why we still play a Temporary Lockdown even though we have Blissing Deluge. Swords. Probably 0 reanimates. Yeah, let's go down on all reanimates. And let us also have... Should I have a Hearse? I feel like Hearse is kind of meh. Oh yeah, Greaves. Greaves can go out. I'll have a Boromir, Hearse, and a Lauren of the Third Path. Just because they play a lot of enchantments, and some of the creatures are enchantments as well. I kind of wish we had 4 Solitudes. Right. Oh, I should have actually gone rid of some ephemerates, right? If I'm gonna be sideboarding out the Graves. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to even have ephemerates. Okay, I'm super happy about the Tormod's Crypt. Like, opponent not playing a card there is kind of crazy. Dragon Rage Channeler. So opponent just drew this. Another Bowmaster. Sure. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that because I can get it back with a Belmerk. Yep. So they have a land artifact already. So if they go instant speed, they have to get really lucky though. I think I'm just gonna take my chance. Orcish Bowmaster. They'd have to get lucky here. So hopefully, no, they actually got it. Okay, I'm sad. Might have lost the game because of that. Yeah, that was a mistake. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Because if I don't play anything, they also don't do anything. So, yeah, maybe that was a bit of a mistake on my part. We race. I think I can maximum deal 7 damage. Right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're gonna lose. I just don't see any way. Ephemerate twice. That's 4 damage. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I just don't see it. So we have to get Solitude with the Overlord. No. Okay, we lost. Okay, I feel like okay. Yeah, so Ephemerate's out. It seems. Lavinia? Since I'm going first, maybe I should have Grief again. Try that. Yeah, definitely misplay on my part. Keeping that hand. I will say... Ooh, that's really good. I will say, not having the 3rd and 4th copy of Solitude, I think hurts a lot for this deck. That is a lot of 0 mana cards. That is a lot of 0 mana cards. Yeah, it's tough out there. Let me just block this. We'll see. Yeah, I'll just block this. Or do I? Yoink. Really? Okay. Let's try to get rid of that Tormod's Crypt immediately. Sure. Oh. What? What is a scam? Emperor of Bones into Emperor of Bones. Can I get a different creature, please? Deathray Shaman. More lands. Lavinia. Not really something that I'm looking for. Yeah, this is not great, I must say. Not in a good spot. Attack. Okay, sure. Another one. They're gonna take so much damage. Oh, wow. Okay. So I take 4? I take 6, actually. I think this is still worth it, right? Ow. I feel like we need more temporary lockdowns in the sideboard, right? Interesting. They went for Black Source. Mm-hmm. Another Emperor Bones. Let us grab the bubble. Close game. Close game. Wow. I don't think it was over yet, but I did have a pretty strong graveyard hate here. Emperor Bones is actually really nice as a graveyard hate. Ooh, we got a Reanimate plus Overlord. Are we going first? I think we are. I lied. Never mind. Well, made a mistake keeping this. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake keeping this hand. We'll see. Interesting. So they have a swords. Oh, that's so good. So how should I block here? How should I block here? Is it not the same outcome? Is this not the same outcome? Than just pinging the Ragavan? I'm trying to make them use up their mana here so that I can actually play Overlord plus reanimate my turn. What? Did that just happen? I shouldn't have played this, by the way. Because I want to fetch up planes with this, but it's too late now. It's very, very too late. That was not a good mill, by the way. That was not a good mill. Where are my Aatroxas? Ulamog. Like, can you imagine reanimating Ulamog here? Actually, Ulamog actually wouldn't have done anything because there's no exile. Swords. Okay, sure. One ring. I mean, opponent knows what we have. Guide of Souls. Into an Amped Raptor. That's not good. So I can't ever play this Orcish Bowmaster, huh? That's what I'm seeing here. Double Orcish Bowmasters, though. Interesting. Let me see. I think I'll try to Bowmaster on opponent's upkeep. Yeah, we'll Orcish Bowmaster here. They're gonna be drawing two cards, right? So we'll ping one of them here. One. And then two. And then there. They take extra damage because we did it on their upkeep. Okay, there's that Flage that we don't want to see. 4, 5, 6, 7. Double Flage. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Double Flage. So how much damage is this Emperor Bones? And so 6, 9, 10, 14, 16? 16 damage with Emperor Bones on the Flage. Yeah, I think this is okay. Now that has haste. Wait, it just goes away? Okay, I guess that doesn't work. I thought it would work. Yeah, for some reason I thought it would work. Yeah, opponent's slowly getting away with the one ring, huh? Slowly.
Teamwork triumphs.
We can Diviner. Reef. Reef doesn't really do anything. I wanted to see a Solitude, actually. I could discard the Grief in hopes of getting a Solitude. No Solitudes. I can still try it on opponent's turn. Yeah, so I can discard Diviner of Fates. No. We can just discard Aatroxa now, since we have Diviner of Fates to discard. Ah, okay. Yeah, close game. Close game. Paying the price for not playing 4 copies of Solitude in the deck. For some reason I thought that Emperor Bones would work, but it makes sense because this says sacrifice it unless it's escaped. So yeah. We'll discard. Take the 8.
Nothing is more important than family.
They're slowly getting away with it because of the One Ring.
I will not rest until I find my brother's killer. Enter the fray.
No, this is why I actually think Boros Energy is so much stronger than Mardu. Is that they have One Ring. Yeah, they have One Ring. Yup. Swords in. Yeah, basically we're kind of racing against the clock. Like, can we win before opponent gets their One Ring down? That is a question. I forgot to sideboard in Glistening Deluge. Like, if you look at my win rate match history, I'm like 12-2 versus Mardu and 7-7 versus Boros Energy. Like, Boros Energy is so strong. It is actually ridiculous. We have an Ephemerate for some shenanigans. Shenaniganery. Goblin Bombardment. Gotta find some creatures. Gotta find some creatures here.
I will prove my worth to my pride. The hunt isn't over until I play my axe. Let fury ignite your heart!
See what they got. Oscillate Pride. Yeah, this isn't good, is it? Our first creature is a grief. That is crazy. Let me try this first. So, like, what am I trying to look for here? Right? Let's see. Yeah, I think we're dead. I think we are dead. Like I said, I think Boros Energy is just way better deck compared to Mardu at the moment. That was a good match. That was a good match. Might be a little bit of a dicey hand here, but we'll see. Land, do we want to land? I think we do want to land. Lage? Interesting. I think I might just go Emperor Bones then. Exile that card. Yup. Goblin Bombardment. No, thank you. Okay, let's see. I think they have... Oh man, I have to go another black source with this Flooded Strand, huh? Let's actually see what we get with the Overlord. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy they did that. What? So it's gonna get a +3? I don't think I can afford to Ulamog here. Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Because they're gonna have creatures, right? So I'm never gonna be able to get the Emperor Bones out. Unless they don't have a creature. I mean, I'd be super surprised if they don't. Like, if they go Flage here... Like, somehow they don't have it... Like, is that even possible? I mean, I have to do this, right? For content? YOLO. Gotta do it. I gotta do it. No, opponent. Why are you such a party pooper? I'm so sad. Ah. I'm so sad. The thing is, I might just lose to a Goblin Bombardment. What? That's not what I wanted to do! Everything is going wrong. Yeah, everything is going wrong. That is not what I wanted to do at all. That is not what I wanted to do. Not at all, my friend. What I really wanted to do was destroy the static prison and win the game. The Boros energy matchup is just so hard. Feels bad. I don't think I can reanimate against their deck. Grief is going out for sure as well. Maybe one Lauren? One Psychic Frog? One Diviner of Fates? We'll see. So we gotta get white and a black. I hope they go a Johnny. Nothing? Nothing, huh? More lands. Oh, we milled a Stone of Eric. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'll go Psychic Frog. I mean, we got at least something down here. I guess that's not the worst I've seen.
Nothing is more important than family.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad so far. We also got a solid 2 ephemerates. They also can't play Flage.
It's not perfect, but we have peace.
Should I try to ephemerate this? I think I should. Oh, I missed the trigger. Oh my god, I'm misplaying so hard right now. And then they got a Goblin Bombardment. Ugh. Misplaying so hard. I don't know, maybe Overlord can carry me. Maybe. They went for that? Okay, looks like the Belmerk scared them off. They have a lot of enchantment. I have to bring another Lauren. Okay, looks like maybe I go down on a copy of the Ephemerate. Is this a trap? I think I'm gonna mulligan actually. We don't have swords. We don't have temporary lockdown. Yeah, this one looks a bit better. Actually, I shouldn't have gotten rid of an Orcish Bowmaster. That was my bad. That was my bad. What? What? It's just a frog! It's just a frog! What is going on? Okay, we played 5 games with this deck. We went 3 and 2, losing to a mono black Necro deck and a Boros Energy. I will say, one thing's for sure. Emperor Bones is broken. This card is really good. And I feel like if you're playing something like a pretty creature-heavy deck like this, I don't think you can not play this card. This card is so good. Built-in Graveyard Hate, it becomes a 4/4. You can combo off with Ulamog, Aatroxa. Even getting an Overlord actually might be pretty good. Getting a Grief out is really good. Getting a Witch Enchanter is really good. We also got a Solitude out, which was good as well. The only thing that we actually didn't see today was actually Ulamog, which kind of sucked. But yeah, the Emperor Bones is actually really, really good. Like, considering the fact that you don't actually have to use additional mana into exiling cards, is I think what makes this card so good. If you haven't played with this card, try it out. I think this card will amaze you. If you haven't already noticed, I did actually make a change before the last game. So I actually went up to 4th copy of Solitude, which I thought was necessary. So we went from 2 to 4 copies of Solitude, and the card that we actually boarded out was Priest of Fellrights. Even though this card can pitch to Grief and Solitude, I think with the Emperor of Bones, I don't think this card is necessary. I don't think you can go down on Belmerk just because you could go Grief, play the Belmerk, the next turn, you can get the Grief again, play the Grief out. So you have that going on with the Evoke and the Belmerk together. So I really like Belmerk with Griefs together. And the sideboard, I actually went up on a copy of a Temporary Lockdown just because, compared to something like a Glistening Deluge, right? In a matchup where you're gonna be bringing Glistening Deluge, means that you're gonna be boarding out Grief. And what does that mean? This happens to be a black card, Solitude happens to be a white card. So when you're gonna be bringing in a black card, you also want to have Solitudes in the deck. So instead of a Glistening Deluge, it actually just makes sense to play more copies of Temporary Lockdown. So in cases where you have to pitch a white card, I think it makes sense to have Temporary Lockdown instead of Glistening Deluge. And I kind of miss Disruptor Flute, honestly. So I have more copies of Disruptor Flute, and I actually took out a Hearse because it actually doesn't make sense for our deck to have a Hearse because we're main decking 3 copies of Emperor Bones. So the only Graveyard Hate this deck actually needs is a Stone of Eric versus an energy matchup. So yeah, that was the deck today. I thought the deck was fun. We also got to win against Mistmin, keeping a 0 land hand, which was also pretty sick as well. But we did lose 2 games to 1 ring coming down, which was the Boros Energy and the Mono Black Necro deck. So that's why I actually put in 2 copies of Disruptor Flute as a result. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.